All right, and welcome to day 5 in Costa Rica, Tamarindo. So today we are going, for the main reason we came here is to try to see some sloths and waterfalls and all that good stuff that Costa Rica has to offer. The only problem is it's been raining nonstop, and this right now is actually the lightest it's been, and we're getting soaked. So we have a 2.5-hour car ride to get to the forest where they are, and hopefully this won't be a waste. Guess we'll find out. So we made it, and we're in the parking lot, and one of these raccoon cousins is just walking around, doesn't mind all the people. So we made it to the park. Inside there's 2 paths. One is short, which takes about 2 hours. One is long, which takes about 3.5 hours. So we are going to do the short one. Alright, I see a whole bunch of tourists, so I'm going to assume that there's a sloth or something cool that everybody's standing around looking at. There we go. And even the path is paved.
Better than the roads.
For sure, better than the roads. Okay, so we saw one sloth so far. Our goal is to see at least 5. Alright, this is a little bit more like it. Now we lost the paved road. Still gravel, so still manageable. But sloths are very hard to see when they're blended in.
And they're nocturnal, so
we saw one. We hopefully will see the rest. Okay. That I wasn't expecting to see. But he's not a big guy.
I think I heard the tour guide say he's not venomous.
It is venomous.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to stay this far away.
Yeah, seems to be venomous as fuck. So.
And Jenna's in the search for more sloths.
Yes.
One more.
Okay, another snake.
Another viper. Same as before? Same as before. Yeah. But
Okay,
a little
so
bigger.
2 snakes, 1
And a
sloth.
different color.
And we found a lizard.
Alright, so it took us about 2 hours and 45 minutes to get here drive from Tamarindo. I do suggest putting the tickets ahead of time on your phone because you will have 0 service here. Make sure your clothes that are either waterproof, maybe some nice shoes that you can go hiking in. But other than that, it's beautiful, it's hot. Luckily it's a little bit cooler right now.
It's really the humidity that's getting everybody. And I have seen a lot of hikers with the little walking sticks. So if you're unbalanced, you might want to get those.
And the park is open 8 to 4 p.m. So make sure you come during those times.
Absolutely. So yes, this is one of the little creeks that we were hearing. That looks actually paved. Oh boy. Can she do it? Yay!
They even have speed bumps here.
Speed bumps. I think this is just so because when it rains it gets really slippery, so I think this will be like, if you start sliding, this will help catch you. Well, this is cool. The way they built this.
There are no sloths yet.
No, so far I'm heavily disappointed on the sloth front.
They're sleeping, so.
But we are like walking very slow and trying to see into the trees, but since they blend in, it's unfortunately very difficult. It's like the world's worst game of Where's Waldo. So now we're going to the falls.
Rio Celeste.
Rio Celeste. 3, 2, 1. Here is our view. And there is no filter on this. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of steps. Come on. This is just gorgeous. And once again, there's no filter on this.
And it took about 1 hour to walk here. Wait.
So this is Rio Celeste. Alright, so this is the expectation that we had when we saw it, and this is what it really is. Pretty close. I give it a 9 out of 10. This is why you don't wait till you're older to vacation. Do it now. I thought the normal steps were difficult. We're trying to get to the very top of the waterfall, and these steps are legit no joke. Look how big that is. Alright, we're doing this for you, the viewers. Like and subscribe. We found this very nice bird. Still yet to see another sloth. Yay! More stairs.
Delightful. But a beautiful view.
Yes. And it smells extremely like sulfur because we're close to the volcano. I hear the river, so we should be getting there pretty soon.
And if you're 5'2", you gotta jump.
Yeah, these steps are not small. I don't know how anybody that's like, we're not athletes, but we're not in the worst of shape, and this somehow seems like it's a struggle for us, but wow. All right, we'll see you at the bottom if we don't fall and roll down. This little guy was standing there. I almost stepped on it. All right, so we see the river. Now we're trying to see where it joins into the volcano and the water turns blue. But that's at least another 1,000 feet down. And we have another 500-600 feet back up and then back down again. So we're gonna go down for a little bit to see if we can see like a midway point. If not, we might have to call it, just because it's also getting darker and we have a 2.5 hour ride back, and really don't want to drive in the dark on those really small, narrow streets. Okay, now I feel like we're just going to the Lord of the Rings, trying to find the one ring that rules them all. In this is not even, yeah, definitely don't wait to try to do things like this, because it is definitely a struggle. Alright, so we made it to the bottom, and you can see the line where it starts getting deeper and way more blue. And that trail is the hardest one here, and we're the only ones here. Because apparently no one else is that dumb. But that's what is going over the falls right now. Wow. It is really clear. And it smells just like sulfur fireworks.
Wow, that's
Or if you're
really
13
bubbly.
years old, fart. But if you look, you can see the bubbles escaping from the ground. Wow. That's crazy. And this turtle has made that little island his. He's just chilling by himself. Not a care in the world. Oh my goodness. It is like the source. That's not a hot tub, boys and girls. That's sulfur bubbling out. Ew. So far, that was the park. We saw 2 snakes, 1 turtle, 2 lizards, and a sloth that was probably made by Tesla, and it's robotic. So,
And Disney.
And Disney, exactly.
Not sponsored.
So we're heading back out. Probably takes another hour and a half, 2 hours. So unless we see a sloth, then we're gonna.
Bugs.
Sorry, yeah, bugs.
Bring bug spray.
Bring bug spray. A lot of bug spray. So unless we see a sloth, we'll see you out of the park. So we did not see any more sloths. So after 5 hours, almost 6 hours of driving there and back, we saw 1 sloth, which was at the very beginning. I kind of think it was planted. We saw a bunch of snakes, frog, bird, you know, just the normal stuff.
Turtles.
1 giant turtle. The waterfall was very beautiful. The biggest thing, the biggest takeaway that I had was the driving here is insane. The roads are very small. You're sharing them with semis. There's no shoulder, so it's just literally like there's anywhere between like a 3-foot like gap or a cliff. And I honestly don't understand how people don't have more accidents here. Everybody has their high beams. It was torrential rain on the way back, so some of the roads were like quote unquote flooded. I hydroplaned a couple like very quick times. So the driving, the one thing that I will suggest is if you rent a car here, be a good driver and get all the insurance, because you're gonna hit something, whether it's a speed bump that you don't see, or whether it's you know, going over rocks, or even just the regular road has huge potholes. You're gonna damage the car somehow. We may or may not have. We'll let you know at the end after we return the car whether they catch everything. But other than that, we're ending it today. Tomorrow
We will be driving about 5.5 hours to San Jose. So another drive, so that should be really interesting, and hopefully it doesn't rain, and hopefully the roads are a little bit better.
Yeah, as long as I can see, like there was times where I just could not see any of the road. I was literally looking at the back wheels of the car in front of me and just praying and hoping that somebody didn't hit me. That it was like the worst road test ever. There were dogs running on the road, cats.
There's bicyclists. There's people walking.
There's no sidewalks, and there's no shoulders because there's a gap. So people are on the road. Bicyclists are on the road. There was a truck that didn't have any headlights on. So I gave it the like flashing to turn your lights on, and it was hilarious. He turned his lights on, and one little light bulb. The other one was off, but the one just came on and it was so dim. I'm just like, no wonder he didn't even realize that they were off, because yeah, the driving was something. I wish we would have seen more sloths. That was one of the biggest things. We saw the baby one. Hopefully you like that. But tomorrow we may or may not, depending on what we actually do and how long it takes us to get there, and if we get there, may have a video tomorrow, depending if it's remotely interesting. I also don't want to bore you guys too. But for right now, we are exhausted, burnt.
Just had a delicious meal at the Italian restaurant here.
Yep. I'm going to see high beams in my sleep. But other than that, anything else?
No, just hopefully that you like our videos. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I hope that you like and subscribe.
All right, see you tomorrow.